Oh, whoops. Much better view. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, so you have to do a second brushing in there. Oh, nice breeze. I'll have to let the place air out a bit. Just got home from the job. Did some stuff. My cow was broke into my place this morning and hit the rat. So that's fine. Just do the basement. Hopefully get all this other stuff out of here by the weekend. Not too bad down here. It's almost dry. I forgot to bring my friggin' whatchamacallit, selfie stick. Forgot to bring the selfie stick. Ugh. Did some chainsawing today. It's not bad down here. It's musty, but like again, it'll take a couple of months to get that out of here. But otherwise, not too bad. Ooh, some brass. All right. Aha. So the big thing is get all this dog hair out. So wasn't a bad day. Got a bit done. Maybe I'll sit in the grandpa chair. Got to bring down boxes, but I got recruited for something really dangerous. Oh, this thing is kind of cool. It doesn't smell as bad as it did yesterday. Febreze did. I got to give this thing a good clean too. I was coming back with my client, and one of my other clients waved us down, and whatever. So I said, okay, just goes because they're having the church annual this Sunday. Got to go to that for sure because there's going to be sandwiches and good stuff, and go to the mass, and it's a yearly mass, so I go to it. And anyway, she said, Reg, would you be interested in taking down that, killing that? Like, if I bought the stuff, would you go up and to the? Like, it's about 20 feet in the air. It's a church steeple, right? Would you want to go up there and do you want to go up there and like the wasp nest like about this big, right? And spray that thing? I said, yeah, because she has the ladder. I'm pretty sure I can get close enough to it. Go up there and just like kill them, right? Without that's going to be such a terrifying thing. So either Friday is going to be an okay day for me or a really bad day for me. I have no idea how stung I'm going to get, but I'm going to see if I can get it. So because my uncle used to be able to get it, but then he hasn't been ever since his heart attack a couple of years ago. He hasn't been healthy enough to stay on top. So like I say, this wasp nest, hornet's nest thing is about this big. And they're angry, really angry. And I think it's going to take a couple of goes to kill them. Probably take almost a whole can. Depends how many's in there, but yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So I thought I'd come down, maybe tittle on the drums for a few minutes. I don't have the drums fully set up, but the room I was looking at where the leak is, and I'm going to see if I can deal with that this weekend if I can. Tomorrow, depending on it, see if I sweet talk my dad to see if he can give me a lift out to the neighboring town so I can cut the grass there. And on my way back, if I cut a second grass on the way back, that leaves Friday for just one grass and possibly wasp injuries. But other than that, that would be pretty good. And then Saturday, I don't know if Paul and I will be working Saturday. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. But yeah, so that's so. But either way, Sunday, yes, I'll go to the. It's only about an hour or so that you go to the mass and talk to people for a little bit. Come back here and see how much I can get done. See if I can keep going on the brush cutter. I think you guys are gonna. I looked at some of the footage last night, especially the footage where I whacked the freaking 2x4. Like that blade went in there about two. Like it went in halfway. I thought for sure. Like there's a clutch in those things, right? So thank God the clutch did its job. I fired up right after, like $500 down the drain. It's like, no, you can't break it on day one. But I fell 4 trees today. That's what I did. And then split wood, cleaned out eaves troughs, cleaned out a basement, or cleaned up a basement a bit. brought some chairs in. So it's like the seasonal pack down is starting there. Some of my clients are starting, oh, okay, it's time to, like there's a routine, like a yearly routine. So, but next week sounds like I'm going to be doing a lot of digging. I got to shrink a flower bed. It's a really nice flower bed too. But she's getting at that age where it's becoming too much to take care of. So, and then my pole arm chainsaw has been scheduled for next week for sure. For there, so I got to take some branches away from before they get too big over the power line and stuff. So I got to do that. So I'm looking forward to using that. That's going to be great. Get it to earn its keep. It's going to be used around here on that big oak tree, so I'm not getting whacked in all the trees around here. So I'm not getting whacked in the head when I'm on the riding mower because my dad's riding more. And then I got to cut. Oh yeah, I got that other grass to cut too. But I might do that Friday afternoon. I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be very, very busy. But what I'm really hoping for is my brother and my sister-in-law come down and grab everything they want, and then I could just start chucking stuff up. And there's a large waste pickup coming by the 20th. So I've got 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I guess 3 weeks to get all the heavy stuff like the couch and all that out to the corner. But I gotta clean that corner a bit so I have a place to put it. I'm gonna ask my brother how soon I'm allowed to put it out, and as soon as I can, I'm just gonna put stuff there. And if I don't get it on this round, I'll get it on the next round. So yeah, so this is gonna be a pretty good timing, pretty good schedule. Yeah, I think things are gonna go okay for getting this cleaned up in time. As far as heating goes for the winter, something I got to do, because I'm pretty sure it probably hasn't been done, is when you have baseboard heaters, well, maybe he did them, I don't know. I'm assuming the ones that are behind stuff he hasn't done. I got to clean every baseboard heater in here because of all the dog hair. Like the dog hair gets swept up in the middle of the floor, but all the stuff underneath stuff, like every time I move stuff, there's like big bundles of dog hair, right? And that's the main thing you could smell in here is, well, it's kind of faint now, but it's there. It's in stuff. So once they get everything out, then like Operation Pine Sol will take place, and I can wash the walls, wash the floors. I'll vinegar the questionable spots to kill any possible mold. I got to seal up the taps in the bathtub so that they're not leaking into my nephew's old room, my grandparents' old room. So I got to get some bathroom molding, and something to seal off the taps, because the taps were put in, but the old holes were still left. They weren't covered up. And I think that's where the water's splashing in. And over time, you're going to splash a lot of water in there, and then there could be the drain could be leaking too. But what's going to tell me how fast it's leaking is, and I just looked in the room and it looks like where it was wet yesterday, a lot of that is dried. So in a couple of days, if it's bone dry and I take a few showers in that time, there's a good chance that problem solved, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing there. Depending on if I get Saturday and Sunday off, or if I just have Sunday off, because I know Paul and I are going to need to work, and I just don't know what day, right? So either. And I haven't spent the night down here yet, but I'm not going to do that until the place is cleaned up. There's no right, so maybe it might be 3 weeks before I have it like completely okay. It's tolerable. Let's get her done. So, yeah, the airing out is helping, but there's other stuff I got to do, and I have to figure out the floor space for the heater. For the wood stove, and I have to figure out my attic space. I want to do that this week. I think the attic might be okay. I think I might have misjudged the attic. The reason being is because, like my brother was saying, it was like super hot in here during the summer. It's getting warm out there right now. It's not 35 degrees out there, but it's probably like 26, 27. Hot enough. I come in here, it's freaking beautiful in here. It's like nice and cool. But that's the attic sucking all with the attic hatch open. You know, like problem solved. Airflow through the entire house. And I left the windows open a bit today too, so like the fact that it's cooler in here than it is outside means the attic is working. It's doing its job. It's venting. So the thing is like what that tells me is I'm going to leave that open all summer next year. So from late spring on, it opens up, and it'll just be the Venturi effect of sucking all the heat out the roof, right? So that's going to work pretty good, I think. Going to work pretty good. I didn't check. Well, no mouse yet. Yeah, Operation Mouseacost. Mousicide. I'm going to try to see if I can get the Mousicide done this winter. Or, sorry, this weekend. So I need to set up the Mousicide pails. I don't know how many mice are in here, but I'm sure there's probably lots. Because I know they're just starting up home where, like, you get a batch, you catch about 30 of them, and then you're kind of like mouse free for like a month or two, and then all of a sudden you're in the ceiling. It's like, you buggers are back. That's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah, so I got next phase is bring down as many boxes as I can. And tonight I might possibly be, depending on if we get on my brother. But him and I were talking this morning about getting the hydro in my name tonight, so that'll be good. So the rent will be paid for this month, and the hydro will be in my name, and that'll be a gooder thing. So, yeah, there's all that. Next to that, it's just to get everything cleaned up and go from there. Yep. Coming along. All right. I think I'm going to keep this one a short one today. Make sure I don't get attacked by the stationary object cactus right there. And, yeah. So those are the plans for the weekend. We'll see how they do. So anyway, I'm going to lounge around here in a little bit, maybe get something done, and then head up home for supper, and then get cleaned up, and then do it all again tomorrow, and then do it all again the next day, and the next day. So that's how I'm going to do it. All right, have a good one.